Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a video in collaboration with Cynthia from Our Bigs Adventure. It's the No Spin January challenge that she has shared with everyone and invited anyone that wants to join her collab. Today, this week actually, is the challenge is to use what you have. And I was kind of having trouble not knowing exactly what to do, where to go with that challenge, but I thought of some craft projects that I like to do with kind of like using whatever supplies I have on hand, making gifts, you know, things like that. But then today I was actually planning my meal for supper, and I happened to realize, you know, I need to use what I have. I was going through the freezer and I found one random chicken breast. And I thought, what in the world would have made me just freeze one chicken breast? What am I going to do with one chicken breast? But then I noticed the bread cabinet. I have, let me show you here, the package of hamburger buns where there's only one left. And here's another package that I, of course, didn't realize I had. And these are stale. And I have one almost empty loaf of bread, one loaf that's about half a loaf, and it's feeling stale as well. I know I need to use the bread that's in the cabinet, so I'm going to use this and the chicken. And I did have celery in the fridge, and you can tell it's not its best, but it'll do just fine for what we're going to do. I'll flip my camera and show you what I found and tell you what we're going to do. All right, there you can see my table. Here's my stale bread. I have 3 eggs from the fridge, an onion, some celery, 2 ribs of celery, a little bit of butter, chicken broth, again, expired in November of 21, so we'll get that used up as well, and my pitiful little one chicken breast. And what we're going to make today, we're going to make chicken and dressing casserole with this. I make homemade dressing, and then I will boil this chicken breast and dice it up and add it to the dressing before I bake it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the chicken on. I will put it in some water with salt and pepper and a little bit of onion for flavor. And it won't take too long to cook that. And then when the chicken is done, we will put all of this together and make a batch of dressing. And first I'll get the chicken cooking, then I'll come back, bring you guys with me, and we'll put all this together. Okay guys, we are back. While the chicken cooked, I went ahead and tore all of the bread up into, you know, bite-sized pieces and put that in our bowl. I sauteed the onion and celery. I chopped them fine and sauteed them in the skillet with the butter. And I'm gonna add, we're gonna add this onion and celery first. It smells so good. Okay, so there's our onion and celery. Then we're going to add our eggs. I'm going to break them into a bowl and beat them, just slightly beat, so that they mix more evenly. So there's our eggs. Let's see, get my bag out of the way. I'm just going to beat them lightly. Okay, then I'm going to add the eggs to the bowl. Now it looks super full. It really looks full. But that bread is going to soak. When you add the broth, the bread is going to, it'll go down quite a bit. So, okay, so next I'm going to add my chicken broth. Make sure it's fresh because it is out of date. Yes, it smells great. And this is 4 cups, 32 ounces in this box. I think this will be enough. I may need to add more. And I just add broth until the bread is soaked and there's just a little bit of liquid standing in the bottom. So there's 4 cups of broth. And now I'm going to season it with salt, and I don't know how much. I just give it a generous sprinkle across the top. Black pepper, again, I just sprinkle. I have no idea how much. And sage. Sage is what makes the dressing taste like Thanksgiving, right? I just give it a good sprinkle across the top. Okay, then I will stir. I may need more broth. We'll see. Maybe I had more bread than I realized. I do have some broth from where I boiled the chicken breast, so I will go get it and add it to my bowl. Okay, so I've added the extra broth from our cooked chicken breast, and I believe that will be enough. Let me get it stirred. And I guess you can see as I've mixed the broth in and the bread has soaked up the moisture, the bread is much, much smaller. The bowl is just a little over, well, it's more than half full, but it's definitely not heaping over like it was. So there's our dressing. Looks really nice. Looks wet. Then I took the chicken breast and I shredded it into bite-sized pieces, and I'm just going to add that in. It's fully cooked now. Oops, here's a piece I did not get shredded. I'll just do that real quick. And we'll mix the chicken in, and then this casserole is ready for the oven. I will bake it at 350 for approximately an hour. I'll put it in a 9x13 baking dish that I've sprayed with Pam. And there's my dinner. Stale bread, 1 lonely chicken breast, and contents of my refrigerator, and a box of expired chicken broth. And I'm going to have one of my husband's favorite dinners ready for him when he gets home from work. How exciting is that? Okay guys, I'm going to pop this in the oven, and I'll come back and let you see it when it's all done. It's smelling wonderful. Okay guys, there's our finished product. We have the chicken and dressing casserole and green beans on the side, using up what we already had in our pantry. Thanks for watching.